going. There we go. That's record on. Now, if I go over here and get this on, we can do our affirmations and our I ams. Hope you can hear this. Oh, now it's loading. Now it's... Can't turn it up anymore.
Run away, they say no one will love you as you are, but I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. The sharpest words wanna cut me down, gonna send a blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Who loves that? Who absolutely loves that? I know.
I love that film. I've seen it so many times.
Yeah, I know. Let me just stop that and make sure it doesn't play again, because I don't want that to play again. Great stuff. So I just think, well, for me, that's what I love listening to first thing in the morning, to get me started and going and on it, and just lifts me up. And I just think that's absolutely brilliant. So what I want to do now, guys, we're going to just go on to doing our DMOs as we usually do. I'm going to pause things and run through things. The other thing I'm going to do is Emma Snedden interviewed Lynn McDonald when she went NMD back in November. And I don't know if everyone's heard it, but I'm going to play this this morning, while we're doing our DMO. So you can pick it up or leave it, or I can even tag you eventually in the actual recording of it. but this is absolutely gold dust, what she talks about, and it's absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to play that. I hope it's not going to buffer.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all alright. Happy Sunday. It's very nice where we are because it's like fireworks all over the place, but it's all good. Hope you've had an amazing weekend. Welcome to the call. So this is our Sunday night training call. We're actually livening it into financial freedom as well because I'm going to be interviewing a brand new national marketing director. Oh, it gives me so much excitement and pleasure to say that. I've been waiting to say that for 2 years. Brand new national marketing director, Lynn McDonald. So if you have anybody in your team who's not watching this yet and you think they need to be on this, you've got 60 seconds to give them a nudge to go quick, because this is the...
So who can't wait to be introduced as the next NMD? I know that absolutely sets me on fire, and I can't wait not only for someone to introduce me as the next NMD, but to introduce some of my team as the next NMD. I absolutely can't wait for that, and I know we are all on the same mission to do this, to do exactly the same. So it just sets me absolutely amazingly on fire. So let's move on listening to Emma interviewing Lynn McDonald back in November, and also let's crack on and get our DMO done. I don't think that we need much introduction as to how we get started with our DMO. If you do, then give us a little shout, give us a little comment on here, and we'll help you out. Some of us can unmute ourselves and get answering any questions. Maybe I don't. So I'll leave that to roll.
She's going to do. This is it. She's got a mission now to get to IMD, EMD, and PMD. So this is the interview where you find out what she does and how she does it and what's going on and all about that, right? This is the place where you're going to find out all of that information. So thank you so much for jumping on. I am super excited to chat to Lynn tonight to find out everything about like her backstory, what she's about. I know most of it, but I know what like an incredible, insane work ethic she has, but also what a crazy busy life at home. And you don't see a lot sometimes of what goes on in the background of people's journeys sometimes. So I'm going to ask her to share a little bit about, you know, juggling life and juggling being a mum with building a business and building a team. And I want to share her to share some stuff about, she has a complete no BS attitude, which all of you who are in her team will know, which is just like, it's incredible to be around, incredible to be part of, and I'm absolutely you know, I love having her as part of the team. She's my absolute wing woman in this whole business, and we just like have a great time. Those of you who are in the girl gang with us will know. Obviously, you guys all on this call are all in the girl gang with us. Will know like what an incredible woman she is. So enough of my yittering. Let me just spotlight Lynn, and I'll shut up. Is she there? There she is. Good evening, my darling. So first of all, massive hallelujah! Congratulations on being your first full week heading into being a national marketing director. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels amazing. And you know what? One of the days that it all happened, I think I hadn't slept, as you know, since the 1st of May 2018. So that was all like a little bit like, I don't know, I just kept feeling on the day. I'm not saying what I want to say to the people I want to say it to, because I was just, I don't know, I think on the day it's just like, whoa, you're working towards a goal for a while and you suddenly get the goal, and it feels a bit like, has that really happened? And I knew it had happened, but it was also a bit like, has that really happened? And it was only the last couple of days that when I woke up in the morning, I'm like, I am an NMD. And then I went on the office earlier today, and at the top it said NMD, and I'm going around the house and I'm like, I'm feeling very NMD today. Anyway, so yeah, feels good.
It does take a little while to sink in, and I know it's the goal for pretty much everybody in the business to get to that position. And let me just mute everybody. Sorry, can you unmute yourself again? There we go. It's a goal obviously for everybody in the business to get to that position. So let's just assume, apart from the few, like the people that you've got in your own business and your own team, and some of them won't even know your story either. So tell us, go right back to the start and tell us, like, what's the story, the backstory to your journey? How did you get involved, and what's been going on?
Okay, so 2 years ago, I joined on the 30th of September 2016. So Logan at the time was like a year and 3 months or something like that, and I had extra weight, I was tired, I was a new mum, I was 39 by the time I had Logan, and it was a little bit of, even though we tried to have him for 7 years, it was a little bit of a shock to the system. And he also didn't sleep for the first year year of his life. So I wouldn't say I had no energy, I just knew that I wasn't feeling and looking like myself. Also, I had done a combination of a few different things in my life prior, so like I'm an old work, so I had done a couple of different things. So I've been
Yeah, Emma had a little bit of problem with this one, I think. Whereas my live isn't buffering. Good.
like that, and I had extra weight, I was tired, I was a new mum, I was 39 by the time I had Logan, and it was a little bit of, even though we tried to have him for 7 years, it was a little bit of a shock to the system. And he also didn't sleep for the first year of his life. So I wouldn't say I had no energy, I just knew that I wasn't feeling and looking like myself. Also, I had done a combination of a few different things in my life prior, so like I'm an old bird, so I had done a couple of different things. So I've been
Yeah, it's buffering. I have to bear with me. Maybe I shall just. So anyway, okay. So let's get some content up in all our places on our Facebook, as we know that's what we need to do, and onto our story, into the groups, into. I'm just saying, if I'm having to jump from two places here. I don't know why that's buffering. You guys can still hear me, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's just obviously buffering that. I think it might be their end. Just let that carry on. Why is that doing that to me? Why isn't that playing? Don't you just love internet? Come on, start speaking, Lynn. Let me just move it on.
You want to put something on?
Yeah, wait a minute. I'll just see if that's why it's buffering. If it's... Well, keep listening to the same thing again, do we? I wonder if it's my laptop not liking two things. Shouldn't be. Yeah,
woke up in the morning and I'm like, I am a
right around on there. Oh, what a shame.
I don't know, I think on the day well, you're working towards
Come on, there's a good girl, play. Oh, I don't know what to do now. That's what a pain that is.
Play something else, Mum. Just put something on YouTube.
Okay. Switch screens. Can you hear Hugo snoring?
No.
Little fat pig.
Little fatty. Noogie.
Don't wake him up.
Couldn't even wake him up if you tried.
Yeah. Okay, let's try.
Consistent with what they did. The biggest. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. So what are some of those things that they
Can you hear
did?
this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back up. You know when somebody comes up and they go, "I'm not interested," you said, "Thank you very much, move the hell on out of the way." Someone else says, "Not very interested." Thank you very much, move on out of the way.
Move out of my way. Thank you very much. Move out of my way.
Thank you very much, move on out of the way. Someone says yes, you said, "I got you, baby. Let's go."
I love that woman.
And I have had the honor, I'm telling you, this to me is not a presentation, you guys. I want you to really get this. This is not a presentation what I'm doing right now. What this is, I'm telling you, you've got to get back up. We have all, trust me. When I was working, you look and you hear whatever I've done, I got back up a lot more than a lot of other people. That's what I've done. You know, when 5 years ago, when they said, hey, please don't do this, I said, thank you very much, move the heck on out of the way. Don't go to Australia. Thank you very much, move on out of the way. Right? And I went out there and I followed what was pulling me. Right? You don't know. You never know. What if there's one person that you could save their life? One. Would it be worth it? It is. And when you start seeing more and more, you start hearing all these amazing. I had no money about 5 years ago. Who knows what I'm talking about? Did I have more money at the end of the money? Let me tell you what's better is having more money at the end of the month. That is a lot better. Right? Because money is just a reflection of how many people that you've helped. That's what it really is. So what do you need to do? I work with the best of the best. Like she said, I work with Tony Robbins. I've shared the stage with Barbara Walters and Aaron Brockovich. And here's what the best of the best will tell you. You know the difference is that makes the difference? You're the difference that makes the difference. You're the difference that makes the difference. So what are you willing to do to really be your very best? What makes you unique? Turn to somebody real quick and tell them why you're the difference that makes a difference. Turn to them real quick. Come on, just turn to them, tell them why you're the difference that makes a difference. This clicker not working.
Things aren't working today.
My clicker is not working out here. Let's play a game. Oh, this I was going to share with you. That was my journal. And here's why I said yes. Because Jeff Roberti, 16 years ago, he was not, I mean, they say that he was giving me the Chinese water torture for many years. But Jeff understood that long-term relationships equal long-term success. And I found this note after I'd signed up with Juice Plus. I won't go into the story because I don't have time. But this was a note, and it says, congratulations on your baby boy. Wishing you and him the best life has to offer, Jeff Roberti. How many of you actually write notes to people? How many of you actually send birthday presents to people? How many of you do things? Let me tell you who to take care of. The people you want to keep in your life. That's who you take care of. You take care. So I said yes to Jeff. A lot of people came up and go, I told you about Juice Plus. Well, I told you about Juice Plus. And I saw how he was still in the game and that for him, this was an absolute must. So let me ask you a question. Is there unlimited potential that's here in this room? How many of you say there's unlimited potential in this room? All right. So another question. How many of you yesterday, when Dan and Sven were talking about the vision for Dubai, actually sat down and wrote your vision? So I did. So let me read you my vision for Dubai that as I sat there, I wrote. By 2020, at the Dubai conference, we will have over 5,000 people from YOLO International. I will hire a private jet and fly all 100 clubs and their partners to Dubai for conference. Our team has opened houses around the world for those in need. I'm wearing a dress like Victoria wore at the 39 Club event, and she looked hot, and I will look like that. I am helping. I have inspired millions around the world through our leadership. So here's what I'd like for you to do. It's time for you, and I didn't do that to impress you. I want you to see that vision. You must see that vision. You've got to paint that vision to show people what truly is possible. If you don't set a vision, how are they supposed to know if this is even really worth it? So everybody stand up if you would. Stand up. And here's what you're going to do. You're going to put all your books down and everything, and you're going to take your right finger, and your right finger, what you're going to do right now is you're going to turn as far as you can to the right without hitting your neighbor and getting in their ear. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Okay? All right, so let's try this again. Close your eyes this time. This is the first close your eyes. Close your eyes this time. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and think about 2020. What's happened for you by 2020? What's your family able to do by 2020? Put your hands down for a second. Put your hands down because we're not going there yet. Just think for a second. By 2020, what's happened? What's happened? Who have you helped? Who are some of the people that are on your team? Who have you helped them find their independence, find their passion? Maybe it was just at the salon, getting your nails done. Where were you? Were you at the gym? Get curious. Who did you really connect with? See those people coming up to you. 2020. Saying thank you. Thank you for painting the vision for me of what's possible. See yourself in Dubai. Maybe your upline has rented a plane. We're taking off together. See yourself. What are you able to do? Who have you really helped? How many of you saw it? Raise your hand if you saw it. How many of you saw it? Great. This time, put your hand out in front of you. See if you go further this time. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, that's some crazy stuff, huh? What's the difference? What's the difference? You painted that vision. You saw what was truly possible. But what do you have to do? What do you have to do? How many of you have 100% belief in this company? 100% belief in this mission. 100% belief in the products. 100% belief in this industry, right? How about in yourself? Right? So you must go out there and do those things to strengthen your beliefs. So you go, how do I do that? I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to teach you some things of what to do with regards to that. So here's what I believe. You can grab a seat if you would. Turn to somebody and say, you are a rock star, baby. And so am I. As we say, it's 80% psychology. It's 80% psychology, what you think. Lots of people have what we call stinking thinking, right? You got to change your stinking thinking. So everybody's like, how do I do it? 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 It's not how you do it. That's 20%. 80% is your psychology. What you believe about yourself, what do you believe is possible? And the worst thing that you can do to yourself, the worst thing, you want to know the quickest way to failure? The quickest way to failure is to compare yourself to other people.
Definitely.
The quickest way to failure is to compare yourself to everyone else. So everybody grab their pen. Grab their pen and grab your hand like this, left hand, and you're going to write these words right now. Stop. Every time that you, God bless you, every time that you catch yourself comparing yourself to someone else, what are you going to do? You're going to look at the hand, you're going to go, stop. Who am I when I'm really at my best? At my best, what truly makes you unique in the marketplace? What makes you unique? Why should somebody be a part of your vision with you? What do you want to do? And here's the other thing. You hear lots of times people say, treat this like a business. I'm going to change that line. Treat this as the business that it is. Not like a business. How many of you have actually owned your own company? Anybody? So very few people have actually owned their own company. How many of you have been a really great employee in the past for someone? Or have been a really great independent contractor? Like, I knew what that was. How many of you know what that is to be a great employee? How many of you would say you have a pretty great work ethic? Right? But to say to someone lots of times, treat it like a business when you don't know what a business looks like, right? Treat it like, if you don't go to work, you're going to get what? You're going to get that gun, right? You're going to get the year fired. Treat it like that it is a business. Not like a business. It is a business. It isn't it? Is it not? How many of you would agree that it is? So you must treat this as the business that it is if you really want to get those results in your life. Next thing I'll share with you, the 3 things that I believe are most important, if you would, are not going good here, because I keep going back and up. Here's what I'll tell you. Beliefs that we talked about. Here's my favorite. Hunger. How many have ever been really hungry? And I'm not talking just like, that, emotional stuff. I'm talking hungry. Like super hungry, like you want to eat a really great meal. Who knows what I'm talking about? Like you're hungry.
I'm so hungry.
You've got to go to this restaurant. You're going to have the most amazing meal at this restaurant. I mean, the setting is awesome. The waiters are handsome. It is just the best experience ever. You're going to love going to this restaurant. You're excited. How many of you know exactly what I'm talking about? The food's amazing. The desserts are fabulous. And then, guess what happens? Someone comes up to you and they offer you some crisps. And what do? You have one. Like, that was good, because you're what? Hungry. And then what happens? You eat another one. And you eat another one. And you eat another one. And by the end of the bag of crisps, you're what? You're full. You're full, and you've forgotten about that beautiful meal that you got so excited about. And that's what happens sometimes to people in our business when they give up on their dreams. Someone says, you know what? It's just one of those things. It doesn't matter. It's not going to happen to you. You're not going to be able to create that. And so what do you start to do? You start to give up, and you start to say, you know what? This is okay. What I'm living right now, it's not that bad. How many of you know somebody that, not you, but somebody that might have done that in the past? You must stay hungry. And not hungry for you to have a new pair of shoes, maybe. Shoes are nice too. You must stay hungry because you never know who you're going to help. The next thing, once again, this is my thing, you've got to stay true to you. You got to look at who am I when I'm being my very best. For me, how you start your day is the most important thing that you can do in your life. Every day I wake up and I say, today is going to be the best day of my life again. And I pray, and no matter what happens, I just say, thank you very much, move on out of the way. Thank you very much, move out of the way. So what are the things that you do to really get yourself ready for the day? So mine are my I am statements. I'm loving, I'm honest, I'm caring, I'm full of faith, I'm God's girl, I'm Tomb Raider tight. I'm a sexy salsa dancer, I'm grateful, I'm hilarious, I'm whatever, right? I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm loyal. So what are those things for you that are going to get you ready for that day? What are the things that you're doing? How many of you are, if you're going to be putting premium fuel in here with our amazing company, you better be putting premium fuel in where? You better be putting premium fuel in here. So if you wonder, you are the most important thing. You've got to make sure that you're giving yourself that premium fuel. We talk about your vibe, and where people look at you and they go, I want some of that. Whatever you got, I want some of that. I need you to give me that. The next thing, servant leadership. You've got to serve first. One of the examples I always share is a friend of mine, her name's Louie Thaddy, and Louie was in a plane crash many years ago. And there were 12 people on the plane, and 3 of them could swim. And Louie was one of the ones that could swim. She said, Lauren, there were people in the water, and they had their hands up. And she said, there were other people in the water, and they were drowning. She said, who do you think I helped? How many of you say the people with their hands up? How many of you say the drowning people? How many of you aren't going to answer whatever I say? She said, I said, well, I hope you'd help the people with their hands up. She said, you would have hoped so, Lauren, but I helped the drowning person. What happens when you help a drowning person? They pull you down with them, right? And so you're down here, oh, you miserable person, I know you don't want to come, but just come with me. You'll love this. And you drag them along. And then there's someone with their hands up and they go, I'm ready. And you go, no, you're fine. You're strong. You can do it. You don't need me. I'm fine. So in the meantime, you end up losing those people. So you must help those who want to be helped get what you tolerate. And if you tolerate people treating you a certain way, and you let them, and no one take that away from you as your IMs unless you give it to them. So stop giving it to them. Decide that now is your time to really be your best. I don't know what it is for you, but you've always got to be learning. You've got to be learning. You've got to be growing. You've got to be challenging yourself. And the best example for me with that is the bamboo. Anything that knows about the bamboo plant, if you have a bamboo plant, it grows about, anybody know? About an inch every year. The first year, you're taking good care of it. You're singing the little mantras to that bamboo plant. You're like, grow bamboo plant, kind of like your business a little bit. Grow, grow. And it grows about an inch. Second year, you're like, I'm talking to people. I'm doing meetings. I'm doing this and that. Come on, I'm doing Facebook. I'm doing all that stuff. And guess how much that bamboo plant grows that year? Come on, an inch. Third year, you're doing all the things, right? Now it's speeding up because of other things such as social media. But you got to go out there and do events. You actually got to do belly to people if you really want to build a great tribe and build a great community. This is a people business, right? This is belly to belly. So it doesn't
belly to belly.
Facebook, but you've got to make sure to get out there and build that community if you want to make it sustainable.
Abs to abs.
You're doing all the rest of it. What is up, bamboo plant? I'm like, seriously? Guess how much it grows that year?
What?
An inch. That year, you're thinking, dang, I should get myself a ficus tree, right? Fourth year, guess how much it grows? Here's the words you must remember. 3 to 5 years. When you're looking at your business and you go, I don't know if I can do this. I want you to focus on 3 to 5 years. You've heard it over and over again. Katie shared it. So many people shared. 3 to 5 years. What's going to happen 3 to 5 years? Fifth year, you take really good care of that bamboo plant. Guess how much it grows? Between 30 and 100 feet. Between 30 and 100 feet. What these people have done, if you look at John Holowati, Katie Ravy, so many other people, Gordon, so many other people around the world, they've laid that foundation. You've got to have those strong roots. If you want to have a great long-term business, you have to be willing to go 3 to 5 years. How many would be willing to go 3 to 5 years, right? And the next one, you've probably heard, you got to get off your ass. You got to get off your ass and do something. You can intend and attend all you want, but until you get off your ass and go to work, you got to go ahead, Lauren, throw it out there to somebody. See who the lucky Goya person is. You got to get off your ass and go to work every single day. Every single day. This is when the consistency is the most important thing. And I want to show you a video. You might have seen it, but I hope you see this again with new eyes.
Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner. That my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave me strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something I worked for every single day of my life. Maybe I destroyed the game. Or maybe you're just making excuses.
So what excuses have you given yourself? Give him a big hand. Michael Jordan didn't make the high school basketball team, right? Have you given yourself excuses? I don't have the time. I'm too busy. I've got this going on. I've got this. I'm on the road 165 days a year. And you do this business in those stolen moments. I've seen the best of the best work in this moment. I was in Minnesota with Katie, and she is consistent. You must be consistent with everything that you do. Stop making excuses. It's never going to get you what you want. And the next one that I'll share with you, and I'd say vision plus Goya equals manifestation. And I am a fanatic, obsessive manifestation board person. And this is more, though, not about the things that I'm going to have. It's who do I need to become? Who do I need to become in my health? I really want to acknowledge Emma. Emma, just how she stepped up as a leader, she took on. Can you guys give Emma Stead a huge hand for her commitment and how she decided that she was going to show up here? And I know the question that Emma asked herself: who do I need to become to take to show my team what's possible? Who do I really need to be? So you're going to have to take risks if you really are committed to doing this. Not for you, but for that. I dedicate every conference, anytime I speak, to one person. I don't know who that one person is in this audience right now that actually might learn one thing. I don't know. I don't know who it is. But how do I need to show up? I need to be me. I need to be the best me. Be your best. 4 years ago, I had no money. And even though I was doing well with this, my expenses were more than what I was making with Juice Plus, even though it was great. And my friend Linda Evenden, she signed up. She was one of my first people that got going, but she was a raving fan of the product. And she said, I'm ready. And I'm like, all right. And she goes, I need you to come to Australia. I'm like, my American Express card, leave home without it. That is what my American Express card said. I called my friend Suzanne Sadie, and I'm like, Suzanne, I need to borrow $2,500. Suzanne said, okay, but I don't have $2,500. You're going to have to pay me back next month. And I'm like, oh my God, I promise I'll get it back to you. So I flew over because she said she was ready to go to work. When someone says they're ready, no matter where they are, you go. That's your commitment to those people. I took 32 trips over here to the UK before people even started going to NMD. 32 trips, my own money. I was like, because they said they were ready to go. And Linda said she was ready to go. And I'm like, all right. And she started moving along and things started happening. And this past February, I show up at an event, a 90-day game plan that Linda had done with her team. And James, her husband, says, Lauren, Linda is so excited to see you because she can't wait to share with you what's happened. And I get to the house and she opens their door, their new beautiful home. And on there's tiles, like big giant tiles. And there's a lady named Wendy Campbell. She built her house. When she built her house, she built it with those tiles. And on the back of every tile, she wrote the name of every customer and every distributor. And as I walked in Linda's house, I just walked straight in. I didn't even say hello to her. And I just stepped on a tile and I started thinking of all the people and I started walking around and walking around. She's like, what is she doing? And I'm just walking around and walking around. And I thought about all the people because I took the risk. You must do that. I walked around and as I'm unloading, I'm unpacking because I love to give presents to people. As I unpack my suitcase to give all the kids these presents, this note comes out. Oops, that's my kids. This note comes out. It's from my son. And it said, I'm so proud of you. Hey, Mom, just wanted you to know how proud I am of you. You have the biggest heart of any person I've ever seen.
Guys, this one's going to end in just a minute.
Do.
So I'll just do another link.
I'm always watching.
Yeah.
Always learning that the extra 10% you put into everything makes a difference. You make our family so blessed. I love you. How many of you would like to get that note from your kid?
Oh, yeah.
So my last gift for you is this. If you would, I'd like to end with a gift. I'd like for you to stand up and close your eyes.